We have some absolutely massive and uplifting news today that I did not expect to hear. Especially after the video I made a couple of days ago, this is just absolutely astonishing to me. What could this possibly be? Well, I'm going to break down everything you need to know on this injury update in this episode of Joe Mercer Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Joey Mercer, and as always, make sure to go down below, hit that subscribe button if you're watching this content. It's absolutely free. Turn on that bell for notifications, and then you'll be able to stay up to date with all the NBA news that you want to know and you love. And without further ado, let's get into the episode at hand there today. What's it going to be on? Well, Damian Lillard cleared of deep vein thrombosis and is off blood thinning meds. This one's actually straight from Shams of ESPN. And it starts by saying the Milwaukee Bucks star Damian Lillard has been cleared of his deep vein thrombosis and is no longer on blood thinning medication. The Bucks did not disclose a timeline for Lillard's return Thursday, saying the veteran guard will continue to increase his on-court basketball activity. Lillard will not play Saturday for Game 1 of the Bucks playoff series against the Pacers. We're thrilled for Dame, Bucks general manager John Horst said in a statement. Our priority has always been Dame's health. We're grateful to our medical team for diagnosing and treating his DVT, deep vein thrombosis, of course, at an early stage and for the world-renowned hematology specialists at Mayo Clinic. Every step of Dame's recovery has been at the direction of world-class medical professionals and their specific and strict protocols that have allowed for Dame's safe and healthy return to play. Doctors have told Bucks officials that the speed of Lillard's recovery has never been seen before, which is crazy to think, seeing he's at the latter part of his career for sure. But it occurred because of early treatment, detection, and specialists working on him before formal diagnosis, according to sources. This could have been career-threatening, Bucks coach Doc Rivers said Thursday, or it was. The fact there's a very good chance he's going to play in the playoffs for us, that's a godsend. Absolutely. I mean, like I said in the video the other day, you want to make sure that Dame's coming back when he's actually fully ready to play and you're not just rushing it because you really need his services. But hearing that everything's fine from the doctors and they're able to detect things so early, which helped with this speedy recovery, it's just great news, honestly. Lillard last played in game March 18th. The Bucks announced a week later that Lillard, who's now 34, had deep vein thrombosis and his right calf was undergoing blood thinning medication. Deep vein thrombosis is an abnormal clot within a vessel where the congealing of blood blocks the flow through on the way back to the heart. Rivers said earlier this month that he was optimistic Lillard would return at some point, but acknowledged that the team was also prepared for the 9-time All-Star to miss the rest of the season. Lillard was averaging 25 points and 7 assists rounded before being sidelined for Milwaukee's final 14 games of the regular season. The Bucks went 10-4 in those contests and ended the season on an 8-game winning streak. So very interesting to see as well that the Bucks were actually better without Dame in the lineup down the stretch. Now, this had a lot to do with funky lineups that other teams were running, and the Bucks were also doing very similar things, but I think that has to do with the 10-4 record. I wouldn't say that the Bucks are better without Damian Lillard in the lineup. We know how bad the end of the NBA season is. Some teams are trying to tank so bad that the lineups they run are horrible. Some teams are just trying to give opportunity for that last bench rotation piece and bench all of their starters at the end of the season if they're already clinched in the playoffs. Well, all I know going forward is I would not take that 10-4 to heart by any means that the Bucks were without Dame. They're a much better team with Dame on the court. That has been proven, absolutely. I hope that he's able to get back for this series, but I also hope that it's not him rushing himself back. Dame is an absolutely great basketball player. Don't get me wrong, one of the best point guards in the entire NBA, but you do not want to risk anybody's health, especially when he's now 34, definitely no longer in the prime of his career, so to speak, but still a very, very good player. This is all I've got to say on this one here today. Let me know what you think about this down below in the comments section. Make sure if you made it this far to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell for notifications, and I'll see you all in the next one.